All right, it's Wednesday. It's 8:37. That means one thing and one thing only. That means we're going to be talking to Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Joins us every single Wednesday. Today is no exception. Rich, good morning to you. How are you, and how goes it at the Hall of Fame?
It goes. Thanks for having me again.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Always great. A couple things to get into today, man. When Lauren said what we're talking about today, I got hungry. I got really, really hungry all of a sudden for some barbecue, and it reminded me that summer's almost here. We're getting close, even though today might not feel like it.
Yeah.
And man, the Ribs Burnoff coming up at the Hall of Fame, and we were there last year. Was amazing. The food was unbelievable. But you guys, as usual, have a stacked few days in store for everybody.
Lauren, I think there's still a little sauce in the corner of your mouth.
It was so good. It was so good.
Such a good time. It was laid out beautifully, looked awesome, and again, it's back this year, and it's going to be a good time.
Yes,
it is, and a little different from previous years where we've had a portion of the members of the new class. And of course, we had them in this year's class a couple of weeks ago, but there's still going to be a Hall of Famer amidst Jack Ham from the Steelers, who hasn't, because of his roles, he's done, done TV, radio, TV broadcasting stuff. He typically hasn't been able to get over here for the annual event in August. Sometimes, but not as frequently as others. And he was really excited to come do a residency, and then that excitement quotient went straight up when he found out he was going to be able to judge a rib eating contest. He was like, "Oh my gosh, how perfect that is! Perfect for me. I'm, definitely all in, and super excited that he's going to be here." We had a big, not quite an all hands meeting here yesterday, but basically every department represented to just make sure that everything's in line. I mean, I'm looking down here. We've got, bands lined up: Old School Cleveland, Buck Naked Band, the Shootouts, and Zoso, the Ultimate Led Zeppelin Experience, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fireworks on Sunday, car shows, Touch a Truck for kids, 720 Market's going to be here. We're working with the Cleveland Browns on some activation that they want to do down here. A couple other surprises that we think we're going to be able to announce here real soon of additional entertainment, all free. So we're really hoping people can come down on between the 22nd and the 24th, kicking off the unofficial start to summer.
Yeah, I saw a lot different. I like the music this year because a little bit of everything. Like I said, when I saw Zoso, I said, "Whoa, Zoso!" I was like, "I know them. They are a very, very good, talented Led Zeppelin cover band, and they're going to do a fantastic." But Old School, I mean, those groups are all fun. They're all synonymous here with Stark County and Canton, a lot of them, and it's going to be a lot of fun entertainment.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, good local followings. Right here, they're going to be on stage. Now, a lot of, if you've come in the past couple of years, you've experienced this, what we call the upper parking lot or the main parking lot at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But with all the construction going on, that's not going to be where we are this year. We're going to be just down the hill from the Hall of Fame in Stadium Park in Canton. So when you start to see this, when you start to see these advertisements or these flyers that say Stadium Park or Stadium Park Lot, that's what that means. It's basically the intersection of I-77 and Fulton Road in Canton. So easy access from the highways from different points in the county if you're coming over here. And parking, which is always, and we own it, we know it. Parking's always a challenge around the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Parking this year, though, should be plentiful around the Village campus area, around the Bubble and around the Forever Lawns field. Some of those parking lots are being utilized, but you aren't going to have to walk all the way down to Stadium Park. We're going to have golf carts and other shuttles running people, up and down that hill. So don't let the fact that you're going to park a quarter mile away deter you. We'll get you there, and we'll get you back to your car at the end of the evening.
Well, I'm hopeful that the weather makes a turn. I was looking because, just seeing that forecast going out, it kind of looks like things might be starting to get a little bit better around maybe the 18th or the 19th of the month. So I'm like, fingers crossed for great weather, because we are all so craving getting outside, smelling that smoke in the air from that barbecue, catching some fireworks. I mean, to me, this could be the weekend to make it feel like summer.
I hope so. I mean, we're due for it for this year. We're due for it for a Memorial Day weekend. We've had some challenges the past couple of years with at least, one of the days being tough with wind or rain or both. And it feels like we do. Lauren, I don't look ahead though. I mean, I've learned, it can change so fast. I think if you looked ahead now and it looked terrible, I'd almost feel better if you looked ahead now and it said it was going to be terrible, because it feels like it's such a flip of the coin anyway that it might be beautiful and perfect. So you're, like you said though, fingers crossed, and maybe Jack Ham and all those Steelers fans can just sort of wave their terrible towels and speak good weather into existence. So I think we definitely are. We're definitely due.
That's what it takes. I'm all for a terrible towel in the air. So even though I'm a Browns fan, in fact,
there's a lot of people who think that the only good thing those terrible towels are for is like polishing your car, but you could use it to wipe off all that barbecue
sauce. Yeah, that's true.
You absolutely.
It's a very sticky job.
And also, Rich, this week, if you're heading around Canton or the Hall of Fame, residency program back in effect the rest of this week.
If you're a football fan, we have said the last couple of years, listen, we're not trying to be, again, you don't want to wish something into existence by any stretch. We've said the last couple of years, any chance you get to see or listen to guys like Dave Robinson and Jerry Kramer, you want to take advantage of that opportunity, because they're just not going to be with us a whole lot more. And the fact that Jerry Kramer is so excited to be here, and for folks who don't recognize that name, this is somebody who goes all the way back to the Green Bay Packer dynasty teams of the 1960s. He played in Super Bowl I, Super Bowl II. He's one of the few living members of those very first Super Bowl teams, struggling with his physical health, but mentally as sharp as ever. And so he's going to tell us, and he is making sure that a lot of what he does is speaking engagements. He loves to talk about the way the game was then and the people that he knew. I mean, this is somebody who played for Coach Vince Lombardi. And every year for the last 60 years, these teams have played for the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and they hold it up, and it's synonymous with the greatness that is the Super Bowl champion. This is somebody who can tell us stories about what it was like to actually play for Vince Lombardi, and there's not many of those people left. So, like 10:30 to noon on Saturday, there's a Q&A and a book signing. He just wrote another book. He's written a handful of books about his life in the NFL and his, the players that he played with. And, so if your thing is old time football and you want to learn a little bit about, Bart Starr or, Willie Brown, Willie Davis, some of the great names, some of the Hall of Famers who are here from the Packers, this is your chance.
You're 100% right, and I've had the pleasure of doing some stuff with Dave Robinson before, and the guy, first of all, his personality just grabs so you nice. Immediately. But with Kramer and guys like him and Robinson, you're right. They're NFL walking history books. Right. You talk about you mentioned Super Bowl I, Super Bowl II. I mean, that is literal history. That is the things that built the game we love today. They started that, and their experiences and what it was. I remember talking. Dave Robinson about the Ice Bowl, what it was like playing in the Ice Bowl that we still talk about today in 2026. And it's just those guys having to just sit back. You could just sit back and listen to them talk and be entertained for hours. So again, I think this is one, if you're a football guy, this would be a great one to hear talk. I really do. I think you'd really walk away going, wow, that was an incredible conversation.
No question. And it may or may not, Jerry made it last year in August, and we were all so happy to see him and thinking, man, if this is the last time we get to see Jerry Kramer in person, what a great experience it was. But, here we're blessed again that he had such a good time here in August and said, I want to try to take part in that residency thing. And everything's lining up perfectly for him to be here in about 24 hours and come see him in the museum.
Love it. And we can't let you go if you haven't done your Mother's Day shopping yet, Mr. Desrosiers, my friends. I know a place, no matter what team your mother roots for, But you need to get over there in the next few days.
I don't want to be a downer, but this is going to be my first year without my mom.
Oh, very sorry.
I'm
to hear
sorry, Rich.
That's okay. But listen, if you still got mom with you, or some, like you referred to it a little earlier, Christian, if there's mom or there's a mom figure in your life, listen, whether or not you come to the Pro Football Hall of Fame and pick out a gift, we'd love you to, because there's stuff here you can't find anywhere else. But whatever you do, tell mom you love her.
I like that
message. Way to end it right there. That's awesome. Rich, always a pleasure talking with you. Always love the conversation.
Yes.
And I look forward to talking to you next week, my friend.
All right. Happy Mother's Day.
There you go. Rich Desrosiers, Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's the best. Joins us every day. We're lucky to have him at the Hall of Fame. Everything he does, and he works his tail off, you guys. That man, I mean, he never stops.
He never
Everyone
stops.
over there at the Hall of Fame.
And you know what? He's a joy to work with. I think everybody that has had the opportunity to work with Rich would say the same thing about him, that he's just the kindest. He knows his stuff. He's kind. When I think of Rich, that's the word that comes to
He is
mind.
fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you, Rich. We'll talk to you next week. Got a forecast coming up here from Mark Johnson, and we'll be